Xi Jinping has long wanted China to surpass the US as the dominant global power. Could a new military command center under construction help him get his way? Welcome to China Uncensored. I'm Chris Chappell. We're in Operation Honeypot Phase 2. So remember to watch this video to the end and leave a like and a honeypot comment. For years, Xi Jinping has pursued a legacy to stand the test of time. And he has one. A legacy of zero COVID, economic decline, human rights abuses, and a rapidly aging population. But that's not the legacy he meant. Xi wants his legacy to be having China displace the US as the topmost global superpower, which explains all those Belt and Road Initiative projects and massive trade deals with some of the world's poorest countries and worst dictatorships. Quantity over quality, I guess. It also explains the Chinese Communist Party's enormous military buildup over the last several years. But the military isn't the only thing the CCP is building up. They're also building a huge wartime military command center in Beijing. And when I say huge, I mean huge. New satellite imagery shows the 1,500-acre construction site, which has been nicknamed Beijing Military City. That's roughly 10 times bigger than the Pentagon. Wow, sounds like he's overcompensating for something. I bet it's his small conscience. The site is located about 20 miles southwest of the capital and looks set to be China's new military headquarters. One anonymous former U.S. intelligence official said that China's current main secure command center is in the Western Hills, northeast of the new facility, and was built decades ago at the height of the Cold War. The size, scale, and partially buried characteristics of the new facility suggest it will replace the Western Hills complex as the primary wartime command facility. You know, if China truly wants to improve, there's something else that desperately needs replacing besides the old command center. So far, Beijing has been keeping this under wraps. Well, trying to, although given the satellite imagery, it doesn't look like that's going as planned. China's press isn't making any statement about this facility or answering any questions about it. But it has said the country is committed to the path of peaceful development and a strong defense policy. War is peace. There is no mention of this facility on any Chinese website. And according to the Financial Times, access is strictly prohibited. Signs outside the facility warn against flying drones or taking photographs. The back of the site is blocked off by a checkpoint, and people have been banned from using popular hiking trails nearby. Boy, it would sure be nice if U.S. military sites took security this seriously. Enjoy Red Note, you geniuses. Construction, which began in the middle of last year, appears to be progressing at a breakneck pace, unlike construction everywhere else in China. Analysts believe that the goal is for the Beijing Military City to be completed in 2027, which is the 100th anniversary of the People's Liberation Army founding. Sure, they could take their time and make sure this is as efficient and safe as possible, but we want to make it an anniversary present, so speed it up, boys. I wonder what else might happen in 2027. That would be a total coincidence. Satellite images suggest there are about 100 cranes operating across the 3-mile site, helping to construct several underground facilities linked by subterranean tunnels. The only thing scarier than working in Chinese construction is underground Chinese construction. On the bright side, if this collapses, it'll save them time on having to dig graves since they'll already be in one. Much of the infrastructure is also made of reinforced concrete and consists of hardened bunkers potentially capable of protecting against heavy bunker buster bombs or even nuclear weapons, which is why Dennis Wilder, former China analyst for the CIA, said that if verified, the complex actually signals the intention of the CCP to develop advanced nuclear warfighting capabilities. I don't think they're building a sandworm zoo, cool as that would be. Despite several warnings and rounds of US-led talks, the Pentagon says that the Chinese nuclear arsenal is still growing. Washington fears that by 2035, China might have an arsenal of at least 1,500 nuclear warheads and could be trying to diversify the delivery systems of these weapons, which Beijing, of course, denies. How could the US make such a wild accusation based on nothing but past history, current aggression, and a mountain of evidence? China says the US is the real nuclear danger and even suspended nuclear-related talks several months ago over US weapon sales to Taiwan, because China's main foreign policy is, "Nuh-uh, you are." China has also been surpassing the US when it comes to manufacturing nuclear reactors. including a recently built fusion facility. China's increasing regional aggression and threats against Taiwan were worrying enough. But with an increasing nuclear arsenal, a rapidly growing and modernizing military, and Beijing Military City, that means that China might be planning on engaging in military action sooner than some expected. Which is why you should stay informed about China. But YouTube isn't making it easy. Last week, I asked you whether you had seen 2 China Uncensored episodes that had gotten suspiciously low view counts. Many of you, like Solomon, said you did not see either of those videos in your feed. And yes, Badger the Grouch, this proves that I'm not crazy. Although YouTube makes me feel crazy sometimes. The good news is, after I asked you about those videos, the views on both of them improved a lot. The bad news is, I have to ask you about 2 more videos that have gotten really terrible views. Have you seen either of these videos in your feed? Why do I keep asking this? Well, if we get several episodes that don't get views, then the algorithm starts to demote all of our videos. And that kind of death spiral is exactly why we had to launch Operation Honeypot to save the show. So thank you again to all of you who are still honeypotting, like Yap Chi Long. Thank you for following and contributing to China Uncensored for more than 10 years. James McMillan, thank you for being a proud member of my 50-cent army. And Henry Schaefer, thank you for watching all of my videos, even though they never showed up in your recommended feed. Sounds like something fishy is going on there, YouTube. There's still a lot of people out there who are not seeing China Uncensored in their recommendations, so Operation Honeypot still has work to do. Remember to click on China Uncensored videos in your recommended feed. Watch my videos until the end and leave a like and a honeypot comment. And if you can't support us beyond Operation Honeypot, please join our premium website at ChinaUncensored.tv. We do exclusive episodes and live streams there too. We wouldn't have been able to get through the past few months without you. So thank you to all of our subscribers. If you can't subscribe right now, thank you for supporting Operation Honeypot. I'm Chris Chappell. Get out there and spread that honey.